I know. Eric, fucking quality of the video sucks again. What the hell happened? Well, again, man, when you're rocking with the Switch, you gotta make some fucking, you gotta make some concessions. I don't know what to tell you. I don't have an ability to record video on the thing yet, on the Switch. I think you have to get, like, something. I don't really feel like paying the money for it right now. And, I'm not trying to get famous off this shit. I'm just trying to have a little bit of fun here and just kind of share a little bit as I play video games, because I used to have a lot of fun doing shit like that.
So nice. Life would be so nice.
By the way, I saw this fucking video where it's like Ash Ketchum says goodbye to Butterfree in 2022. You remember in the old school one where Butterfree leaves? That was the thing about bug Pokemon, is they would evolve super fast, and you had like a highly evolved Pokemon really early on. The problem is that he kind of would just peak at around that time, and you'd still just have like a bug that was essentially the same form and the same level for like 30 more levels if you wanted to hold on to it. But bugs were kind of like always felt like short-term kind of characters to use. It's weird how they just evolve like super quickly like that. But it's like, the fuck out of here, dude. What, he meets him in 2022, 20 years later? That bug is dead. But it's going to be crazy with that character gone. Super weird. But there's no fucking way Butterfree is still alive at 22. That dude died a year later. He had this disgusting breeding thing happen to him. He did the breeding dance with the other Caterpie, Butterfree. They made a Caterpie, and then his body just swelled up. The other Caterpie probably ate him. That's probably what the fuck happened, dude. By the way, I was also going on YouTube. There's things about YouTube that just bother the shit out of me recently. And there's this fucking Belvita ad that I keep seeing that drives me nuts. I'm not going to go on YouTube too much, because then I'm going to get fucking canceled. But this Belvita fucking commercial, dude. All it is just like a bunch of people in one of those clear office spaces with the clear doors. And then the dude just runs into the door and smashes the coffee. And it's like, oh, do you need food or you need some energy or whatever? I don't even know why it's connected to fucking Belvita biscuit. Like, Belvita biscuit's gonna stop you from hitting glass for not being a fucking stupid ass. There's fucking glass there. It's so easy to see. Like, who the fuck walk into that scenario and not think there was glass? You've been to this office before, right? You know where this fucking office is. How the fuck did you smash into that glass? Anyway, whatever. But then, like, he's not the guy. The one that's, like, the focus is, like, this. There's three people in the room, and there's this homeboy who's, like, on one side. And he just kind of, like, he kind of gives a look. It's almost like a look that he's kind of like, know this dude, like, he's my friend. And he's kind of, like, does, like, the head shake, but kind of, like, what an idiot. But the face he makes is just insane. Like, he might be the worst actor to have done so little. With so little screen time, no lines, but like he flubs the entire acting scene. Dude, he looked like me. It looked like me acting. Like, it was that bad. It was like fucking. And then they use that face of him kind of doing the. I don't know. I don't know what the face he's making. You look at that face, you're like, what emotion are you implying right now, dude? You totally fucked this up. There's something going on, dude. I don't know what the hell. Like, it shouldn't have been that complicated. Let's play some Hollow Knight. Hollow Knight is a metroidvania style indie game made by Team Cherry, I think. I don't know who the fuck. Like a super low-end group, or lower-tier group. But, man, dude, they have some pretty great design as far as, like, a Metroidvania, Castlevania-style game. I'm gonna take a screenshot of this and we'll read it afterwards. I keep fucking, like, not reading it. Oh, shit. God damn it. Whoops. So essentially, it's like this bug world, like a Butterfree world. Like, it's just like this bug world where all these characters are like living in this, like, it's like a little Bug's Life kind of vibe a tiny bit, but like the art style is so cool, very kind of simple, but it's such a sleek, simple design, and it's just so well done as far as the imagery goes. It's crazy. I'll put it back, I'm sorry. Like, what a simple look, right? It's nothing too crazy, but, like, it's super effective. And the animation's awesome, dude. I mean, it just looks like a straight-up cartoon right here. And, yeah, I know, I get it. This is a cinematic scene, but, like, even the video game itself, dude, there's so much subtle detail. It's crazy. So he's like a little, like, almost like bug type person. Like, he has like a little cape, but it's almost like wings a little bit. Like, they look like little, like, shuttered up wings. It's kind of weird the way he moves around. But I love the impact too in this game. And so you have that thing, but even just like subtle details, like he kind of bops a little bit when he's standing still. Like his little cape even kind of like very subtly like flutters, almost like I said, like he has almost like a wing vibe. His little head kind of looks up and down. That's the only thing that sucks. You can't duck in this game, which kind of blows. But you also have this ability to look down and up, and there are a lot of sections in this game that will like make you, like you almost have to do jumps of what do they call it, leap of faith. So you better be, like, having that actually does help out a lot. But it's super smooth, the controls, dude. I mean, it's like butter. Like, thinking about, like, Circle of the Moon and then comparing it to this is insane. Like, there's so much controlling with the jumping. Like I said, the striking is super fast, super responsive. The movement is incredible. Like, it feels as good as one of these games could possibly feel. You feel absolutely in control. So this is, like, your first enemy, most basic enemy ever. Now notice right there, did you notice a little bit, I'm going to try to hit another one of these things. There's like a recoil. It's almost like there's like a, you get like there's like a term for that in fighting games where if something blocks you, like they get pushed back a certain amount. It's like a pushback, like that. And so it's a really, really cool mechanic in striking in games like this because one of the biggest issues whenever you're dealing with a game, when any of these games, is that when your strikes have no impact, when they don't feel like you hit anything, and you're just kind of like, things just keep running at you, it can get kind of frantic, because you're literally, you see that? Like, I jumped over it and was able to strike down, and the force of me hitting it popped me back up. And it's such a cool way to just kind of, these are like the money essentially, like these little shells or whatever. The lighting will change when you go to certain areas, so like, notice it was pretty well lit over here, and then all I did was creep into this area that's a little bit like a cave, and the light went completely dim. Like very, very subtle shit like that that's throughout the game. It was funny because I have to keep the lighting in the room down, my actual house, my room, or I have to keep the lights on, because when I just had the room completely dark and just had the screen being the only light, shoot, this character is so like white and like gleaming. Like he has a subtle gleam around him that you don't really notice until like you can see it just a little bit. Like he's glowing. I could actually see it way better on the camera than I can in the game. It's crazy. But like, yeah, he glows. So every time it's just this. Oh, I'm sorry, that thing hit me. So that's what happens when you strike that thing. I was just doing some demonstration. Sorry, that was kind of lame. I'm a little embarrassed. But notice also when you got that impact, you hear that like so like dwong. And you lose one bit of life on the top. You can kind of see it up there. That's your life bar. Essentially, it means you can take 5 hits, which doesn't seem like a lot, and that does kind of limit you. Like where I'm at in the game, I still haven't gotten any like extra lives. I don't know if that's going to happen at some point, but it's a little bit like that. Pretty much just means the difficulty of the game kind of stays where it is, because everything basically, that means you can take 5 hits from anything, a bat, a boss, anything. 5 hits. But you have an ability to heal yourself. You see that little weird glowing orb of just like in the corner right there that's got like liquid jiggling around in it. That's like your power liquid that you get. You actually get it from striking things. Like successfully hitting things will fill up that thing. And that allows you to do spells, and of course it allows you to heal yourself. So it's a constant game of like working around those mechanics. Like I said, making sure you don't take too much damage, making sure you're maintaining your energy, make sure you're healing yourself using spells when necessary, shit like that. So yeah, like this one basically showed me how to heal. That's pretty much what I just did right now. So you got like a floating enemy right now. Everything is kind of in this very design, like a bug. But yeah, the combat feels awesome, dude. Combat feels amazing in this game. The platforming, like I said, is it the easiest thing in the world? No. And this game is actually kind of difficult. Like, I've died quite a few times. Oh shit, I almost got hit by that fucking spike. But yeah, like the movement is super smooth. The striking is super responsive. Like I said, there's a bit of that recoil, which is good and bad. See what I mean? Like, you're hitting things, you're moving backwards a little bit. Like, it's good in that, like I said, it keeps things off of you. Not like the opposite end of the spectrum is playing a Metroid game, where it just feels like you're shooting a pea shooter and things are just running at you and nothing's stopping anything. So you're basically just like just shooting things to try to keep it off you, like in Resident Evil or something. And it just doesn't feel that good. Whereas in this game, if you strike things, you get a little bit of that negative. It's like you're playing a fighting game almost. Like, even when they block it, you get pushed back a little bit, so you can account for that negative space in your fighting things. It's incredible, dude. And so, one of the other major aspects about this game that's really cool is these pits. Now, in a Metroidvania style game like Circle of the Moon or Symphony of the Night or any of those ones, spikes aren't deadly to the touch. In the original Castlevanias, they were like the thing that would kill you the most. You know what I mean? Like, most people would die from pits, not from really monsters, because you just have a life bar. But anytime you get hit, you get knocked back, which you can get knocked back in this game, I think, too. And then you'd fall into this pit. You'd fall into whatever pits that were nearby. That's how most... I think the pits in Castlevania probably killed way more people than any boss. You know what I mean? Like, if you were to tally all the numbers, like, that probably cost the most lives. But in the later Castlevania games, you just take damage, and you would have like a few seconds of invincibility and try to get off the spikes. You know, if you stay on there, you'll die eventually, but you know, at least it isn't fully permanent, and in some ways you can like completely flub a platforming area, and just as long as you have enough life, it just means you took a shit ton of damage on the way over there. In this game, here's what happens. So I jump on this platform. Let me kill this bug first before I do this demonstration. Fall. You don't die, but you lose a bit of health, and you reset again. So you're back over here, essentially. Now, it's a nice balance between the two concepts, and what I mean by that is that this really does maintain no, you gotta do this correctly, motherfucker. Like, you gotta do this platforms right. You know what I mean? Like, don't be fucking around. There's a lot of little subtle traps like that, too. Meaning, they're not going to just let you fall on spikes and then keep moving on. You're going to have to do the platforming right. But it's not fatal, like in Castlevania, in the old school NES Castlevania games, where it's just like, fuck you, bitch. You're dead. You're going to start back from wherever the fuck. Go fuck yourself. Like, in this game, it actually has some decency to be like, you're not going to die, but you're going to lose a bit of life, which you don't want to do, obviously. And you're still going to have to do the platforming right, because we're going to push you back later into the level area. Not too far away, but far enough. You know what I mean? And I love that balance, because that makes the player actually have to perform the platforming correctly while not just being such a fucking annoying piece of shit like it is in the fucking original Castlevania games. I don't know. It's just an amazing design overall. Love everything about it so far. Enjoying it. So let's go through my main save. That way we can kind of push forward a little bit, and we're not just stuck doing the rudimentary shit. I've gotten a lot of... I haven't made like a shit ton of progress. It's funny, you can actually see me on the screen. I haven't made like a crap ton of progress, but you know, I've gotten a little bit in there. Let's see. I've played about 8 hours of this thing. It's kind of crazy. I've been doing a lot of grinding, honestly. That's really what most of the time has been spent. Now, you don't get experience points like in other Castlevania games. You don't level up, so to speak. It's a little bit more like Samus and like Metroid in that way, where it's more like below its volume a little bit. It's a little bit more like the Samus, things like that, where you're just mainly getting abilities that will increase your power. But you're not like becoming a higher level or anything. Like I said, this is kind of like more of like a jungle area here. I said, super cool design. Love all the subtleties about it. Here, this is like a little teleportation area. So this was a save spot. This is basically the saving zone. Just sit on a bench, which is kind of cute. You can actually go in here and like fuck with your items and shit too. This is kind of a weird thing. I don't know if I'm in love with this concept, where you have to sit on the bench in order to like fucking fiddle fuck through your things. Now, meanwhile, while I'm on this menu, things are still moving in the background. Like, you can almost hear that little creature in the background still whiffing. Like, if a monster's on the screen and I'm on this screen, I'll still get hit. Like, we're still technically in-game, which is kind of a cool twist. The map isn't, like, super great. I'm just going to be honest about it. Let's go through it real quick. Just kind of like the maps. Basic Metroidvania stuff, but a lot of the things you're seeing, like all those little, like, dots and everything, you have to pay... You have to go to a shop and buy the stamps in order to mark these things in your map. So right off the bat, from the beginning of the game, there's like this big paywall where you got to basically grind for like 1,000 plus of those shells, 2,000 shells, in order to be able to mark all these things on the screen. Otherwise, they won't appear. I don't really know if that was necessary. I kind of just thought like I did what I wound up doing because I'm an uber fucking nerd, was just wound up grinding the shells. Right, I didn't go anywhere. I literally just wherever I was at, I literally just grinded until I got enough shells because I just didn't want to be not seeing these things. The beauty of it is that the markers do mark things that I probably would expect to be hidden, like those little like larva thing that I need to break open. Like there's a few of those there. But even like the maps themselves, like you need to get new maps in order to fill in the space. Like you can't just jump into a new area without a map. Like you have to buy the maps in order to do that. You have to buy the maps, but then you just earn the right to be able to go through the area and uncover it. It's kind of dumb. Like you have to buy the map, but then also make the map. It's fucking, it's just a little bit like, the map is definitely my least favorite aspect of this game so far. The equipment is not too bad, but it's also not too intuitive either. Like, I haven't really got a lot of different equipment. Like, am I going to get a different nail, I assume? I'm assuming I'm going to get a different weapon at some point. I guess I'm going to get a different ability at some point. I don't know what the fuck. Okay, that's the focus one. Like, I feel like I'm a little bit farther in the game than you might think, but it feels like I haven't really gotten a lot of shit either. I've gotten a lot of breadcrumbs over the time. This is the journal that you get. You actually kind of work with this like hunter guy who gave you this journal, and you start filling it in. And the way it works is you got to kill a certain amount of these creatures in order to get their files. So of course, I'm a stupid ass. I started grinding for them, and it's like I see that one's like you need to kill 10 of these in order to get the full information for it. And so I've literally, each one of these, like I started grinding them in order to get the files for it. Like I'm kind of being a completionist with these games. I feel like that's kind of the way it should be with these. Like if you love them, you really love them, and I can't help it. Like my little alien, my like stupid alien brain, my lizard brain is just like alien brain. My lizard brain. So let's go to the, I just want to use this little train really quick. So you ring this bell, and this little thing comes out. Does he have a beard? I don't know. And then you can travel. Let's go travel to the town really quick. It's Dirtmouth. Dirtmouth? Hell yeah, it's so cool, right? Like just a cool little design. Like it's such a cute little detail that works in so many ways. That one. So like this town was totally empty. There was nobody here but this old ass dude. This poor sad dude. The music is pretty like atmospheric. Not a lot of boppers or anything, just super atmospheric, like kind of all moody kind of shit like this. Which is cool, but sometimes I'm kind of like not in the mood for this. Like it's kind of, but like this area is super pretty. Like I love this particular soundtrack for this one. It's kind of interesting, like, that happened in Order of Ecclesia, Castlevania Order of Ecclesia, where you have, like, a town, and for the most part, everything was pretty empty and barren in there. But then, like, this is the girl he was talking about. She's not that, I mean, I guess she's pretty fucking tall. I bought all the shit. So yeah, I bought all the shit that they have for this place, so I haven't been able to do anything. Ruins. At times, my husband makes hollow nests sound of wonder. But sometimes seems ghastly, dangerous place. Her husband's like an adventurer guy. And she's like, doesn't really want to do it. I saved this asshole. I don't know. But I want to keep progressing in this game. So let's, I know I've been doing a lot of just like editorializing and shit, but let's fucking go into the real. Let's get some work done here. There's this really nasty boss that I'm trying to deal with right now, so you would ring that bell and that little fucker would come through. But he was already here last time, so it doesn't really matter. He just goes to these tunnels. It costs money though too. But I'm just demonstrating because I have shit tons of money to spare and I don't really do anything. So there's nothing to buy. I'm assuming there's gonna be some shit to buy later, but not like a super crap, like not a lot of like variety with items and shit so far. So I don't know if that's gonna change a lot, but we'll see. There's definitely this boss area up here, though. I mean, I guess I'm starting to learn that, like, these big old rooms right there with the graphic is, like, definitely a boss, so. And I tried this boss out once, and I was just getting whacked like crazy. So odds are I'm probably not going to do great the first run, but let me see if I can try to get some of the timing down and see if I can do this. I need my gel. I need the... Hold on really quick. 2, 3, hard cut. Sorry, that was a hard ass cut. But I had to fucking get some water and refill my bar here a little bit so that way we can go into this battle, because this is going to be a tough one, man. I don't think I'm going to do great on this. At least the first run. I need to kind of get... she makes a lot of weird ass noises, and I gotta like get a sense of the timing of all those and like which ones do which. So I tried this boss once, I got my ass kicked pretty good, and I know this one's gonna be equally the same. But let's just... Oh, it just happens right away. You don't have the same cinematic anymore. I thought we were gonna go through the cinematic. Oh, I forgot it comes back. Oh, I forgot she does that too. Oof, it's gonna be hard. Oof. Ah, my god, that's gonna be brutal. I'm trying to think of like the best way, like would the corners work better? Maybe. I think so, actually. Okay, let me see if I can get these corners. At the very least, yeah, they're very least they're like not bad spots to go to for healing. Oh shit. Whoa. I think I got it this time. That's really the big killer right there. Oh, I didn't see that one coming. Alright. I think we're gonna get a better idea with this one. I think I figured that out. The problem is I gotta fucking... every time... The only fucking shitty part about this is that I gotta like... I have to keep refilling my fucking bar, so it's gonna take a few seconds here. I really wish I wouldn't have to keep doing that. Hard reset there. So... Whenever you die, you leave like this little bit of the spirit that comes back. And you have to reclaim it, otherwise you lose all your shells. It's like I hit like this little ghost version of myself from the previous time I died. It's an interesting dynamic. That does mean you lose all your money though, and that means you do have to go and get it back. Luckily, he doesn't like appear just in the fucking boss area. Alright, let's try this shit again. Alright. Ooh, there it goes. Oh, there it goes. I'm good. Okay, get on the opposite side. Oh, damn. I thought she was gonna fire that stupid ass thing. Okay. Ah! Oof. Okay, I'm good. Ooh! I haven't totally mastered, like, the bouncing drop yet, or that little bouncing smack yet. Run to the other side. Ugh. Come on. She's actually not hard to hit once she's like kind of done doing her little moves. Oh shit, she got me again. Oh shit, alright, hold on. Perfect. Okay. Whoa. There it goes, got her again. Oop. Got her again, nice job. Oh, get on the opposite side, run! Jesus, whew. That thing is nasty. But look at this fucking combat, dude. Like, this is dancing right here, dude. Like, this feels so good to do. Like, so much better than doing that fucking, yeah. See, like, when she does that, you can hear... And it has a very fighting game kind of vibe to it in that way. Like, hearing the sounds and knowing what's gonna come up, potentially. Oh, shit. Ah, I was fucking around. Come on, bitch. Come at me. Got her. She had like a second life? Oh, okay. Maybe I was supposed to hit her again. Damn, I'm fucking around there. Oh my god, I'm fucking around. Oh, damn it. Oh my god, I keep getting whacked. Oh. I totally lost my focus after all that crap happened. Ugh. But again, like, there's a bit of a pushback when you hit her, so there's like, you have an ability to kind of like, that's such an unusual thing in these kind of games where you're not used to being able to push bosses. Like, even a boss, I know this is kind of a bigger, like, she's a smaller character, so. But like, there's something so cool about that. Oh, it's like just like a temporary thing, so you know this fight does go on for a while. I thought I had to do like a finishing blow or something. Okay, good. We're still alright, we're still good. Oh my god, dude. Getting hit by that crap is not fun. Oof. Oh! Oh my god, I forgot she does that. But see, like, it's interesting that she changes up the movement right there. Or she makes the same sound but changes up the movement. Like, she doesn't... Like, you have to pay attention to her, not just the sound, but also the thing, too. Or the sound that she's making, or the visuals that she's doing, too. But she cocks back a little bit with the weapon. Like, that's a throwing one. Oof, barely caught. But again, like, the movement is so smooth, man, that when you get hit, you always feel like it's your fault. Like, it's very rare that I ever get hit by something where it's like, oh, I fucked. Like, when I was getting fucked up there for a little bit, like, that was all my fault. None of that was the game. None of that was the shitty controls. That's just me. That's, you know, that was just all my fault. Oh, God. Come on, bitch. Oh, I didn't think she was going to do that for some reason. Got her. Got her. She was hot. Oh, baby. The troubles really begin. Let's see how this goes. Does it go by my bar? Please don't tell me it goes by my bar. No, it doesn't. Okay. But that... What the fuck? Would it seek to break the seals? They cannot be undone. They must be undone. Let us sleep, little shadow. Return to your Narcus. Allow us peace. What was that? Huh?